We had some delightful games in the first 5 games of the Tata IPL 2024.
And this is how the points table looks like so far, with each team have already faced one game each, with Rajasthan Royals sitting right at the top alongside Chennai, Punjab, Gujarat and Kolkata getting their first wins. The remaining 5 sides have not yet opened their
We're into
account.
match number 6, and it's a Super Monday between the Royal Challengers Bangalore and the Punjab Kings at the Chinnaswamy Stadium. I have Sandy Paji with me. Sandy Paji, welcome to the show. And it's between these two teams at the Chinnaswamy Stadium. We often see high-scoring venues and high-scoring games between these two teams. What's your take on this one?
No different, Pritham. It's going to be a red hot game, red hot atmosphere in Bengaluru. Obviously, they're coming in with a lot of confidence following the women's success, but they had a defeat, and I think this is going to be a reality check, hopefully for Bangalore. But Punjab have to play well as well to beat them. So I think it's two good teams, a very good batting team in Bangalore, and a good all-round team in Punjab. So I think the toss will be very crucial, but we'll talk about that afterwards.
Okay, so you're saying that will be crucial. We look into that. But when it comes to these two teams, the pressure is on the men's team of the Royal Challengers Bangalore just because the RCB women's side have won the WPL. But we'll start with the head-to-head between these two sides. And Paji, when we come to the head-to-head, it's 31 games between these two, and 17 games have been won by the Punjab Kings, or you can say the Kings 11 Punjab. So the venue doesn't matter so much, but it's sometimes we see a high-scoring ground. What's your take on these head-to-head? So it's almost, you can say, an even Stevens when it's come to 17-14.
Yeah, very close. And I think the games and wins comes in a bit of patterns. Sometimes one season Punjab will win 2 games, and then other times of the season RCB will win the 2 games. And then there's the odd game where spoils are shared amongst the teams. But again, it's very, very competitive games, and two teams which had very similar makeups. They have similar weaknesses, so that always means that the team will always be in an exciting game within when they play each other.
Absolutely. And when it comes to at the Chinnaswamy Stadium, it's for RCB as a whole, they do not have much of a good record, you can say, as a home record, because it's 40 wins and 39 losses. It's almost a 50-50 when it comes to their home record. But against RCB and Punjab Kings at this ground, it's 6-5. Can we potentially see a 6-6?
It can be. As I said, it's going to be very, very important in the game to see what will happen. Obviously, it's going to be really important to see what's going to go on and how the teams are going to be able to, win the toss, bat well, and then bowl well. That's going to be important.
Okay, but like we said, RCB at Bangalore, they have a good record, but we always seen that RCB is a batting heavy side. So that's where I can see that toss, as you mentioned, will be crucial. We'll come to the ground report soon, but I see that it's going to be a very good match between these two sides at the Chinnaswamy Stadium. It's a day-night game, so dew could also be a factor, Paji. But now let's talk about the schedule for Royal Challengers Bangalore first. And here is the schedule. First game, they have lost against the Chennai Super Kings at Chennai, so not a good start, but they have 3 back-to-back home games, Paji. Do you think they should capitalize on their home record and the home team being the 12th man?
Yes, well, the home crowd is always important, but the thing with the RCBs, they put a lot of pressure on the team as well. So we will able to see whether they can take that pressure. But I think with home conditions and the ground dimensions being so small at Bengaluru, the team batting second will always have an advantage. So that's why I think the toss will be very important in this game. And again, RCB's batting is their strength. Their bowling is the weakness, especially their death bowling.
Absolutely. Bowling is a concern and has been the concern for the Royal Challengers Bangalore over the years. But if you look at the 3 teams, Punjab Kings, Kolkata Knight Riders, and the Lucknow Super Giants are going to visit the Chinnaswamy Stadium. 3 of the teams I really have a very good all-rounders in their middle order. Be it a Lucknow Super Giants, be it a Punjab Kings, be it a Kolkata Knight Riders. Do you expect Chinnaswamy to put that kind of a surface that will expect us to have a 200 plus total?
Yes, it's going to be important for them to win their home games. In the IPL, this always is the big decider. Home form decides whether you can get to the quarterfinal, to the knockout stages. And again, if they are stacked in their home games at the start, when the elections come in and the second part of the schedule happens, it'll be a big disadvantage for Bangalore. So we'll wait to see what the rest of the schedule is. But again, if they lose two of those home games,
Yeah.
losing also to Chennai, I think it'll make a big difference.
It's going to make a huge difference for them. Then, like you said, I think home record is a must. You keep winning at your home, then if you win away from home, that's a big advantage. And I absolutely agree. They go on to Jaipur to play the final game in the first phase of the fixtures. So that's pretty much good teams against RCB. They have to showcase their talent. Going on to their opponents, which is the Punjab Kings schedule, and this is what they have been. Pretty good victory on a Saturday afternoon against the Delhi Capitals Bunanpur. You experienced it very closely, I must tell you. But then they go to the Chinnaswamy Stadium against RCB. Then again away from home. Then again away from home against Lucknow and Gujarat. So no home games so far in the first four games apart from a win against Delhi. So what are you looking into the three away games? A win, any of the three of them is a bonus. Are you expecting any of the contest for you to go as favorites, Paji?
Yes, it's going to be very, very important for us to at least win two of those games now that we've won the one home game. But again, for us at the back end, if you have more home games at the end and your home form is good, it should be those teams to benefit. So realistically, on the road for a couple of games and then coming back once the new phase happens, I think it'll be really, really good for Punjab Kings. So it's the advantage for Bangalore to be at home at the moment,
Yep.
but they've got to win those games. You've got to get the points in the bag for that to happen.
Yeah, so I think pressure is on Bangalore more, to be very honest, compared to a Punjab Kings in this fixture. But Paji, Mulanpur was very good on Saturday afternoon. Expecting them to get the remaining six game, or are they going to share it with the Dharamsala, are the Punjab Kings when it comes to home fixtures?
There will be two games in Mullam at Dharamshala. There will definitely be two games in Dharamshala. So whether they
Okay.
can get that, Mulampur make the fortress, because last year we lost a lot of games in Mahali.
Yeah, absolutely agreed with that. And I think that's not going to change much when it comes to Dharamsala or a Mulanpur for the Punjab Kings. So we are done with the fixtures about both Punjab Kings and the Royal Challengers Bangalore, Paji. Now it's time. Can you recall the best match between RCB and Punjab Kings? I have one for you. And I want, if you can recall this game, it was between these two teams way back in 2020 at the Dubai International Stadium. KL Rao 132. Can you define this match? Can you remember this match firstly?
I remember the match because it obviously the significance of it. Punjab batted really well. KL Rahul, scored 132. Conditions in Dubai always kind of favoured the team batting second as well. So I think there was a run of games where the team batting second had won the games. So you thought 232 was a good score, but with the stellar batting lineup of RCB, always with that batting lineup, you never thought what would be a good score. And I think Punjab, as an all-round performance in that game, they really, really batted with their stellar batting lineup, and the bowling wasn't as strong on paper. And they managed to get a very, very good RCB team out for 109. So it was more or less the type of victory, the dominance of that victory. I know I'm coming a bit biased because obviously I support Punjab, but again, I think it was a clinical performance by them. And then obviously the other innings was always the Harpreet Bar hat trick. That's the one I remember really well because he played really well in that game as well. So probably the two ones was the thrashing that Punjab did on RCB. But again, it was also the Harpreet Brar because obviously he's a good friend of mine as well. So it was
Yeah.
probably the game that set him up.
Absolutely agreed with that, Paji. And I think it's going to be a cracking contest between the two sides. And I'm expecting that we will see many more games between the two of them when it comes to Punjab versus the Royal Challengers Bangalore. We now go on to the pitch report of the Chinnaswamy Stadium. And this is a stadium which always defines high scoring venues. And when it comes to the statistics, Paji, 37 games have been played here for the team batting first. They've won this, and 47 for the team chasing have won this. So you see, there is a drastic amount of difference when it comes to batting first and batting second. Similar team winning the toss, 47 times victory, 37 times for the team losing the toss. So the 47 times the team have won the toss, no brainers. I think the team has elected to field first. So do you think toss will be crucial at this venue when it comes to chasing, especially in a night game?
Yes, if you look at the two teams on paper, the batting of RCB does look stronger. Cameron Green, Faf du Plessis, Virat Kohli, Glenn Maxwell, Patidar, if he turns up, you've got a very, very good, top 4 or 5 that in a chase will be fantastic. And you would see that with their bowling attack, they don't really have a quality spinner per se. They have Siraj who's up and down. Joseph in the first game, he didn't do much as well. So
I
I
think
think,
Joseph did not impress me, to be very honest. You have a Lockie Ferguson, you have a Tom Curran. I've always said this. You have the experience of
well,
Lockie
Tom
Ferguson.
Curran.
Joseph doesn't make sense, to be very honest. Just because of the price tag, they've gone with Joseph. Is it, Paji?
Yeah, at the two bowlers, I would definitely go with Lockie Ferguson, and they may do that
Exactly.
if in Bangalore. So Lockie, express pace. But again, I think the Punjab batsmen, and watching yesterday, they do like pace on the ball as well because there's a lot of attacking flair in that Punjab team. And yesterday we saw Livingston in very good form. Prabh Simran looked really good, and the Shikhar Dhawan Bairstow partnership that looks really good on paper. So if you look at the bowling attacks, Punjab definitely has an edge. I think Maxwell is very, very crucial with the ball for Bangalore. We saw it last year with the Birmingham Bears. Maxwell wasn't good with the bat, but he was brilliant with the ball. So I think that will be very, very crucial. Maxwell's role will be very crucial. But I think there's a lot of weaknesses in their bowling. And obviously, Purple Patel is coming back home to the Chinnaswamy. And yesterday, he bowled very good on the first 3 overs. But the last over, it was a complete disaster and nearly cost Punjab the game yesterday.
Yeah, absolutely. Day before yesterday, we witnessed that game and it was wonderful. But to be very honest, this game, Harshal Patel is coming back home and he did not. I think he was okay, but it's time. You need to give time to those cricketers, and I think he will adapt well according to the conditions. When it comes to this venue, you need skilled players, and I have the players to watch out for, and I've chosen 6 of them, 3 each per side. And here it is, Paji. If you can define and differ anything, if you have your personal choices, Jitesh Sharma, KG Rabada, and Arshdeep Singh for me when it comes to for the Punjab Kings. And for RCB, it is Virat Kohli, Mohammad Siraj, and Glenn Maxwell. Here are the 3 players to watch out for each side. Any changes for you, Paji?
I would say probably instead of Jitesh, I would probably put Prab Simran. Because I think Prab Simran is looked really in good touch yesterday. I think the Chinnaswamy will definitely suit his batting style as well, and I think the bowling will play into his strengths as well. So I think for me, I would say Prab with the batting. Jitesh didn't do yesterday, but he didn't really have to. So I think the Prab might be there, and probably instead of Rabada, I would probably say Curran. I think if Punjab do lose a couple of batsmen early like they did yesterday, Curran coming in as a lefty at number 4 might be something that they may do. And again, if he does perform with the bat,
Can that be a permanent position for Sam Curran this season at number 4?
I think it depends if they lose Darwin quickly. I think that could be it because Sam can then play himself in, and then once he's in, I think yesterday we saw that, and I think that would be the key two probably changes that I would do. Rabada and Arshdeep would be good. Arshdeep is very, very important because of the death bowling, and I think that's going to be the difference between the two teams. I think Punjab's death bowling is better. With regards to RCB, obviously Siraj and Kohli picked themselves, and I think Maxwell with his with the ball spin would be very, very important for RCB.
Absolutely, 100% agreed. 6 players. You have just made a couple of changes for Prab Simran and Sam Curran for Punjab Kings, but absolutely agreed with this, Paji. And this is done with the players to watch out for. Now comes the top 3 battles when it comes to Punjab versus the Royal Challengers Bangalore. So here I bring up to you, Paji, the 3 battles for me, according to the battle of the captains, Faf du Plessis and Shikhar Dhawan. They love to open at the top of the order. Who is going to get more runs when it comes to you? Is it Faf du Plessis? Is it Shikhar Dhawan? Then I'm waiting to see this battle once again. KG Rabada versus Virat Kohli, a fierce battle we can see at the top of the order. Similarly, Johnny Bairstow versus Mohammad Siraj, another one just like the previous one. Three of the hot battles, but I'll start with the two captains. Both of them pretty good batsmen, but when it matters, who will step up more?
I think I'm not going to be biased here. I think Shikhar looked really good form yesterday. He played a rash shot, but he was actually timing the ball very well. Him and Bairstow put in, I think there was 21 when they were batting.
22
Really,
runs they
really.
posted in the Saturday afternoon game against Delhi. Yes.
Yeah, when they were batting. And I think that was a very, very good start for Punjab. So I think that's very, very important that Shikhar stays in for the, 6 or 7 overs and he's there to anchor. Because I think that's where Punjab probably may struggle. If they lose a lot of wickets up front, they have a lot of attacking batsmen. And I think Faf, again, his form, he's got to get into really good form because obviously it's a very, very important position for him. Patidar is not playing well, so Faf really does need to step up on that as well.
Absolutely. And talking about the second battle, KG Rabada versus Virat Kohli, being a Punjab Kings fan, do you think KG can get his number?
It's going to be difficult. And again, I think with Virat, he looked good again. He's come off from a long layoff, and again, his timing and his concentration I know training is important, but the match situation is there. And again, he does have a phenomenal record at the Chinnaswamy. So I think if Punjab is bowling second, then it will be very interesting to see that battle, because if Punjab get a big score, then Virat might have to tee off from the start. So would he take those risks against KG? I think that will happen. If RCB are batting first, it depends on what type of pitch it is and what type of score they want to set for Punjab.
Absolutely. If I think if RCB bats first, 200 is a must, because Punjab still has the bowling to defend a target of 180 200, but RCB do not. So that could be a different kind of a scenario, to be very honest. Now comes the openers. I have decided, and I think there shouldn't be any changes, starting with the Punjab Kings, and it is Shikhar Dhawan and Johnny Bairstow. What's your take on this one? Do you think that there's going to be any changes between the two of them? Because we have seen Dhawan taking the ownership last game against the Delhi Capitals. He started things in a role, but Johnny Bairstow is known for his blistering starts at the top. So do you think these two will open, or do you see a Prabh Simran coming up?
No, I see these two as opening the batting. Where I see a potential change is if Shikhar gets out, would they go Prabh Simran, or would Prabh Simran is more of a natural replacement for Johnny than he is for Shikhar. So I think that's the key thing. And again, these two have batted a lot of time in the history of the IPL before. So it's a well-known, well-drilled machine as an opening pair. And I think Prabh Simran does suit coming at 3, especially if they lose a wicket in the power play.
Absolutely, 100% agreed. And I think there shouldn't be any changes when it comes to the openers. Going to the RCB openers, and there is no brainers that these two will definitely open at the top of the order. We have seen one taking ownership as an anchor role, the other going all guns blazing. It was Faf in the first game against Chennai, and Virat playing the anchor role, but he struggled as the game progressed. But I'm expecting these two. And it matters if by chance RCB get a bat first, are you expecting these two to go all guns blazing against the Pacers, just like KG Rabada, Arshdeep Singh, and potentially Sam Curran?
I think they will. I think they'll stick to this partnership because they have Cameron Green to come in at 4 or 5, and they have Maxwell. Yep. So realistic, you can't move them. If they want to take a risk, they could maybe put Patidar in at the top and give him a chance at the top, and then drop Faf to 3. But I still think their strongest lineup at the top will be Virat and du Plessis, especially if they're chasing. You then want to think, you want to give Virat as many over of the balls there, let him play himself in, and after 8 or 9 overs, if he's still in, there's a very good chance he can score a big score at the Chinnaswamy.
Agreed with this, and I think there shouldn't be any changes when it comes to the two openers for the Royal Challengers Bangalore. We're done with the openers. We still have 9 players to go. Let's go on into the predicted playing 11 of both the sides. Starting with the home team, Royal Challengers Bangalore. This was the team on paper. They played it last game, and I think no changes. The biggest bonus was Dinesh Karthik and Anuj Rawat. Both of them clicked last game, very important. But do you think Cameron Green at number 5, is that the best position for him? But there's no other option apart from putting him at number 5 in this team.
Yeah, there's no option to put him anywhere else. I think the only change that they probably will make, and we mentioned it before, would be Ferguson in for Joseph.
Yeah, that's what I did as well. I think Ferguson's experience is very key. And if this is a batting first team, to be very honest, Paji, for RCB, if you need an extra spinner or an extra bowler at the Chinnaswamy when you're defending, I think Karan Sharma fits this very well. So I think no changes for you when it comes to the predicted playing 11 for RCB.
No, no changes. Just that one, Ferguson for Joseph.
Okay, and coming to the Punjab Kings playing 11, I think one change I've made, that is, this is a batting first side once again. I don't have a Shashank Singh here. I have him as an impact there. I've added Prab Simran Singh as the main batsman out here. So any changes on paper, the team looked very good. So do you expect any changes when it comes to PBKS playing 11 visiting the Chinnaswamy Stadium?
I hope not. I think they stick to the same 11. Shashank, I think they should give him a probably. I think so. Maybe as an impact player, they can bring him in for a bowler. But otherwise, I still think that you won the first game. Stick to that 11. Give that team a bit of confidence. Go into the next match with some consistency, because that's one thing Punjab haven't done it before. They just chopped and changed. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Absolutely, and I agree with this. And I think no changes once again for you when it comes to the Punjab Kings playing 11 as well. We're done with the predicted playing 11. It's time to move on to the final phase of the session, and it is prediction time, Paji. Sixth match of the Tata IPL, RCB versus Punjab. One line that defines this contest, please.
The team that wins the toss at Chinnaswamy will probably end up winning this match, because you've got a brilliant chasing team in RCB, and you've got the death bowling of both teams is quite questionable. So I'm still thinking that the teams that wins the toss bat second, and then they will go on to win that game.
So no teams basically in this stadium. It's advantage to the team that is chasing at the Chinnaswamy Stadium. Rightly said, Paji. Thank you so much for this one as well. And that concludes the show. Match number 6, previous show done and dusted today evening. RCB versus Punjab Kings at the Chinnaswamy Stadium. Rare out game. I'm expecting a high scoring venue this one. Thank you so much, Paji. Thank you to all the viewers as well. Let's kickstart this game as well. Monday evening, RCB versus PBKS. Till then, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the Fifth Umpire as well. Till then, thank you so much, and bye-bye.
Thank you.